Hello, beautiful manifestors. It is Olivia Grace, and I'm back with another video for you guys. And I'm going to be sharing some success stories with you guys and talking about making the assumption, inviting you all to make the assumption that you have what you want. All right, because mountains move when you move in consciousness. Okay. We just had our live check-in for the Godstate Remembrance, which is a membership that you guys can join. This is where all of these success stories are about to come from. It's actually our 30th day, so it's our first month that has been completed of the Godstate membership. And we have some incredible success stories and some incredible transformations. So I'm really excited to share with you guys. I was on the call, like almost crying, because I just get so happy hearing you guys step into your God state. And of course, get all the goodies that come with that. So, yeah. If you're new here, welcome. I am Olivia Grace. This is the Master Manifestors channel. Here I talk about law of assumption, manifestation, all that good stuff. So if you are into any of those topics, you'll absolutely love it here. And I'd love to have you be a part of the community. If you're interested in being helped by me in many different ways, I would say there's about 3 ways I can help you right now, which is the God State Remembrance, which is a monthly membership. You get your first 7 days free. That is in the description. I'm having my first group programs since the winter time. So that's going to be in August, and it's going to be all about manifesting from your God self. Okay. God-like manifesting. That's what we're going to be doing in August. And I'd love to have you guys be a part of that as well. And of course, you can work with me one-on-one as well. So all that's in the description. We're going to get into these. First, I'm going to say hi to my baes. Hello to everyone. Hi, Mocha. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Alexis. Hi, Ashley. And Ais, I was literally thinking about you and Jaleesa today. I was like, how are they? Just manifesting as gods over there. I love you guys. I was literally thinking about you guys this morning. Hi, Summer. Hi, Ty. Thank you so much, Anais. Hi, Tava. Hi, Empress. Hi, Princess. Hi, Shani. Hi, Ivan. All right, guys. You guys just met up? No freaking way. Oh my God. I need to hear about that. What? I'm so excited. You guys, I don't want to tell y'all's business, but they are buddies. They were buddies that I matched up, and they're like soulmate buddies. There's a few buddies that I've matched up that are like soulmates, and they were one of them, and they just met up. That's amazing. Like, you guys, I love it. Okay, let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it. Okay, let's start with these success stories. All right, so first, this person, she says she doesn't need to be anonymous. So her name is Dakira. She has, I want to say her channel or her TikTok, the Manifestation Dietitian. And she has her own app. I'll put that in the description somewhere, but she's in the God State Remembrance. And I want to, before I even continue with this, you guys, is all these people that got the success were the people that were participating the most and were present the most and doing the stuff. Okay. So she moved to a new country on faith. She didn't have like a place to stay there. She didn't have an apartment. She actually found out the day before that, the day before her flight, she found out that she was like not approved for the apartment that she had applied for. And I'm going to tell you guys how I'm seeing these things from my perspective. Okay. Cause I was like, that's not even a thing. Of course she already has her apartment, right? Of course she already has it. It's done. She, of course, stayed strong in her faith, stayed strong in her decision, literally moved to another country, not knowing where she was going to rest her head that night. And as soon as she landed, she got an apartment. She's also been having success in her business. She had an extreme amount of synchronicities and incredible lineups and just amazing, amazing things that unfolded for her. And we just talked about this in the chat that we did, like the check-in. And I asked her something. I love that. Princess, you're killing it. Thank you, girl. You are modding, okay, boo? Like, I see you. Thank you. But and I don't even see them, so it's fine. But I asked her because this is a really important and common question. Like, when do I quit my job? Like, when do I actually make that step? Or because she also did that, put her 2 weeks in at her job. And I asked her what gave her the faith, what gave her the feeling to be able to make that step into quitting her job and moving across the freaking country. And she said it came down to knowing that God is going to provide, knowing that God is going to provide. Okay. So that, let that be whoever's confirmation that it needs to be. Ever since she made the decision that, you know what, I'm stepping out of my old reality, not just mentally, but also physically, everything's been working out for her. Okay. So huge congratulations to you, Dakira. I'm so proud of you. All right. Next one. This person manifested $30,000 within the 30 days. Her goal was 20,000, and she hit that in about, like, it wasn't even the 30 days that she hit her goal of $20,000. And then today on the check-in, she says, I actually just received another check for $10,000. Right? So in total, she says she's made over about $30,000 this in the 30 days of being in the remembrance, right? I'm not going to give all her business and stuff, but she received her money, okay? So that's amazing. Things can change instantly. They do change instantly, okay? And I asked her as well, what do you feel like put you in the consciousness to receive $30,000 in 30 days? And she said it was a decision. She said she got tired of trying. She got tired of all of the stuff and just decided this is what it is now. Okay. So amazing. This next success story is also about deciding. This one, she says she decided that she makes money in her sleep. And she ends up going, like, she's streaming and she gets gifts that equal into over $500 over 2 hours of streaming. That's like almost $300 an hour for just being yourself and being on camera, doing what I'm doing right this second, right? And made $500. Okay. This next one is like a glitch in the matrix that I really like. So this one, I don't know exactly the circumstance that was going on with her bill, but basically she didn't like what she was being charged for her electric bill. And she decided, well, if I'm God, then I don't have this problem anymore. She goes to check her bill, and mind you, she said she had been trying in 3D to talk to the power people and get them to fix it and do all this other stuff, and nothing had worked. But then she goes into her mind and she decides that her electric bill, like, no, if I'm God, then I don't have to deal with this, right? And she logs into her bill payment, whatever, and sees that her bill is not only wiped, there's no bill there. She has a $500 credit towards her bill. Okay. How is that happening? We don't know. What's happening because she decided so. Okay. Now, this last one, I honestly don't even really know the details of. Okay. Someone just commented yesterday. She commented yesterday, and this is going to lead into what I'm talking about when I say make the assumption. Okay. And this can't be long, you guys, because I'm about to do the Neville reading for the members on YouTube. But she commented basically that she was going through something and she needed something to be resolved, and she needs to be resolved right now. And she was feeling a little bit stressed and all this stuff. And as I read that, like, you guys have seen me do this on live, but I just completely rejected everything she was saying. I was just like, no, like, actually, it's not. I actually skipped over the rejection of what she was saying. And I went right into what I would have rather heard, what I would have rather read. And I told her, actually, I just read your comment from tomorrow. I read her comment in the now from tomorrow. And actually, what you told me is that it all worked out, and it worked out better than what you were expecting. And today, she wrote the message that I mentally wrote and read yesterday. Today, she wrote it and told me that it all worked out, and that all the things that she needed just started pouring in, right? So first of all, I'm intending that those success stories inspire you and are confirmation for some of you, because I know that it is. I know that there's some of you who are asking for like a sign or a confirmation or whatever, and I know that that was it for some of y'all. Okay? But here's the thing, you guys. Make the assumption. Assume that it's true. Assume. What if it was, though? What if you did have what you need? What if you just completely mentally rejected what it looked like and assumed that it was like this? In each case, you guys, okay? In each case, these people assumed something beyond what was, okay? They didn't look at reality and say, ooh, here's something that I can give my attention to and focus on. They went to their mind and said, well, what would I like to happen? What would I like to happen? Right? I would like this to happen. So I'm going to decide that that is what's happening. That is what happened. It already happened. Right? It already happened. So go right to your end. Go right to your end and assume it to be true. Assume it to be now. Assume it to be yours. Don't wait. Don't wait for proof. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for evidence. Don't wait for validation. Just go to your mind and assume that it's true. Now, this minute, this moment. Stop identifying with the lie. Stop identifying with the illusion. Stop identifying with lack and separation. Stop identifying with effort. Stop identifying with failure. Stop accepting that you can fail, because you really actually can't. Even when you're failing, you're succeeding in your assumption. You're succeeding in your assumption of failure. And you can't do anything but succeed. So you might as well succeed in a way that prospers you, that makes you feel good, that's in line with who you choose to be. Okay? So I think I'm probably going to leave it at that, because I actually want to make you guys a different video. And I think I'm going to do that really quick. But I am intending that this prospers you. I'm intending that it's confirmation for you guys. I'm intending that you make the assumption, that you stop waiting. Okay? That you stop waiting and just decide. Just choose right now. Okay? I love you too. You guys are great. Just fake it till you make it work. Whatever you think works, works. And this is the thing, guys, like, choose and persist in the choice. Choose. It's not that, like, it is and it's not. To me, everything is contradicting. Because it's like, are you faking it? Yeah, you're faking it, because technically, from evidence, from your senses, that's not what it is yet. That's not what it is now. So if you're making an assumption, then sure, you're faking it. But really, you're choosing out of the infinite. You're choosing out of all that's already done. And then you're persisting in that choice. Right? You're persisting in that choice. So you're getting better at deciding. That is going to serve you so well. Okay? Yes. I just need to persist. I don't really have any limiting beliefs that should be blocking it. Yes. Persist in knowing that it's now. Persist in knowing who you are, you guys. Okay? But I'm going to leave you guys at that. Okay? I want to answer your questions too. How to choose. This is a good question, so I do want to answer it. But this is the thing, you guys. Okay. Before you choose anything, you want, well, I won't even say before you choose, but something that will help you choose is knowing that you're the chooser, knowing that you're the artist, like we've been talking about in the past couple of videos. If you know that what I'm deciding, thank you, Lisa, what I'm deciding, what I'm giving attention to, what I'm Identifying with. There we go. That's what choosing is. It's what are you identifying with? Okay. So everything that happens, or every thought that comes to mind, or every circumstance that happens doesn't mean that it's you. Every thought that you have, you don't identify with every thought that you have, right? If you think, I don't know, like if you have an intrusive thought, like I'm about to knock that person's stuff over, are you going to do that? Like, no, because you know that you're not that type of person. But if you're a person who's like, well, I'm a chaotic, crazy person, you might just do it because that's what you identify as, right? So, but when you know that everything is done, creation is finished, so there's nothing to create. So you're just choosing out of the infinite. You're choosing out of the all that's already done. Okay? You're choosing out of the all that's already done. That's what choosing is. Okay? So it's knowing, well, since I can be and do and have anything, what would I like to be and do and have? And since what I know is what lights that up, what puts me in the experience, what transfers me into a specific experience and a specific expression of the all, right? What puts me there? It's my decision, it's my attention, it's my choice, it's my identification with that thing. It's my assumption, it's my beliefs, it's my thoughts, it's what I'm persisting in. It's what I'm focusing on all day long. And if that's the case, instead of focusing on whatever I'm going to focus on based off what's going on around me, right? Which has nothing to show me but what has been going on. If I'm going to go within and make a new decision and a new assumption and a new belief about in line with what I would rather experience, that's what choosing is. Okay? Yes, I love that. Congratulations, JK. They say, since I tuned into your channel earlier this year, I manifested over 15K between March and June. Beautiful. I love that. Amazing. Is it better to manifest a few things, or is it better to manifest many things? Which one is more efficient? Well, you're manifesting everything all the time anyway. So I used to say that it was easier to manifest one thing at a time, because this is the thing about manifestation, you guys, is it's a game of attention. It's what are you giving your attention to? What are you thinking about? What are you contemplating? What are you accepting as true? Okay? What are you deeply accepting as true? That's what your assumption is. So you have assumptions about everything. And to be honest, I used to say, oh, manifest one thing at a time, right? But to be honest, I would say tend to your mind. Tend to your mind like a garden. Your mind is growing all kinds of thoughts and beliefs and assumptions. When you hear yourself, and don't overwhelm yourself, right? That's the balance of it. Don't overwhelm yourself to where you're like, oh my God, my thought, oh no, I thought this, oh my God, I thought that. Like, you don't need to do all that. But just when you have a thought come up that just doesn't serve you or is not in line with what you would like to experience, really sit there and say, okay, but is that what I would like to happen? Is that what I want to be true? Like, no. Something you can do when you want to manifest a lot of stuff is assume you're on your highest timeline. That's one of the best things that you can do. Because your highest timeline, if you think about your highest and best and most amazing and incredible version of reality, it's filled with everything that you want. And not only filled with everything that you want, but it's constantly producing things that you want. So that's one of the best assumptions that you can make. Okay? All right. I love you guys. I'm going to leave it at that. I am sending you guys infinite love, and I'm intending that this prospers you all immensely. If you guys would like to join the Godstate Remembrance, then you can. There's details in the descriptions, and you get your first 7 days free. You guys, I would love to have you in the group program that's starting next month. There's details for that as well. And yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, I'm proud of you guys in advance. Congratulations in advance. You already got what you wanted. Something amazing already happened just while in this 20 minutes. Something amazing just happened. Lovely, amazing, incredible. It blew your mind. You were like, wow, God keeps blowing me away. Yes, do email me, Anais. That is so crazy to me because I swear I was just like, I wonder how they're doing, my dynamic duo. Anyways, I love you guys so, so much, and I'm intending this prosper to you, and I will see you guys in a video soon.